Hello and welcome, everybody. This is Seven Sky Spelios here on Dan's Tunes. Today, we have a very special guest. We have SoraCD.
Oh, very special. That's so sick.
And, fun interview coming up. So, let's get started. So, as far as the name Sora is concerned, did that happen to come from Kingdom Hearts?
It didn't come directly from Kingdom Hearts. So, I was trying to think about it. I was like, how could I, because the whole concept of, the stage name for me is, weird. So I kind of wanted, the music to be, an extension of myself, but also, a separation from myself in a sense. Because I feel like my music helps me say things that, my regular person can't say. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I've always been obsessed with, Kingdom Hearts. I've always been obsessed with anime and wrestling and things of that nature. So around the same time I started doing music, I was super into watching, a lot of anime. I was super into watching a lot of New Japan Pro Wrestling, the biggest wrestling company in Japan. And so just Japan was super on my mind. So I was like, what's my name in Japanese? Which is Sora. And then also Naruto, I think it's season 3 of Shippuden or something like that. It has Sora in the intro, and it's one of my top 5 favorite Naruto intros. So I just ripped it from that, and then the Kingdom Hearts thing kind of fit in there too because I played that growing up. So all
that's pretty awesome.
Yeah, it's multiple meanings for it.
Yeah, multiple meanings. Always good. Well, since we're on the topic of anime,
right.
You mentioned before that the film Perfect Blue has inspired you in the past.
Perfect Blue is the best movie ever. And just kind of how it was written and the animation and just how it describes someone's descent into madness and deciding between how you perceive yourself and other people perceive you. I feel I deal a lot with that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
With my social anxiety, with my depression, with my ADHD, all that kind of, it's a relatable aspect to see I think a lot about how people perceive me, and so dealing with that topic alone I just was very relatable, and so it inspired enough music out of it, and it was just a really cool experience. I wanted to emulate the ride of the movie. It's it's a very, very seamlessly made movie, and I just wanted to emulate how I felt during the movie through a music, if I were to score it myself, I guess, and that's how it kind of came together.
Yeah.
It was haphazard though. It wasn't planned at all.
Yeah. You so based off Perfect Blue, an EP came out. Was that
Cham? Yeah, I think so. It was Cham is the name of, because the not to give anything away, but I guess a general synopsis with Perfect Blue. It starts off with Mima, the main character. She's in a group called Cham. It's a pop group, and it's super popular.
Okay.
And it starts off by her saying that she's leaving the group to become an actress. And so I kind of wanted to do the whole concept of, she's leaving the group, so kind of this chapter of its ending. So if they were to put out a greatest hits, you know what I'm saying?
I see.
It would make sense for the time period in which they broke up, I guess. And so I was kind of thinking about it in the realm, in the universe of the movie, but not entirely.
That's really cool. That's unique. I wouldn't have expected that.
I was just thinking about it, and there's a cool scene in the movie with her tearing down the poster and putting up a new poster. It's just and a lot of inspiration from the movie. I don't want to give too much away. It's a really good movie.
So you have an upcoming project.
Yes.
An upcoming EP.
Yeah.
This coming Friday.
Yes.
So can you give us a little sneak peek into what that's going to be about?
It's called the Best Kept Secret EP, and
not a secret anymore.
it's the thing about it is, in terms of the grand scheme of how I see music in Washington and Seattle, I guess more specifically, is that I kind of think about the lineage of things and how Seattle hasn't really been known for staking its claim musically anywhere, but we kind of have people every so often that revolutionize the way music is listened to. We have Kenny G that comes from Seattle, Jimi Hendrix, but the last person that's been and then we've had people that come out of Seattle to make their mark, but the last person to kind of transcend, just Washington music or just kind of their genre of music and change music was Kurt Cobain and Nirvana and Dave Grohl and that entire movement. So for me, I want to be the next step in that and being able to embody all that and just be the next person to step from this place and change the way music is listened to as a whole. And so in that, I feel I have a lot of things that I can offer that is different and versatile, and I feel like I'm the best kept secret in Seattle. So
Nice.
hopefully, and then honestly, I just like this is holdover music because I have an album coming up that's called "Fight for Your Dreams," and your dreams will fight for you, which is a super wordy title. I know, shortened to "Fight for Your Dreams." That's what I'm doing it. But yeah, so this is a lot of, I guess, lead up music to that because there's a lot of crazy stuff on there, but I didn't put too much insane shit on there because I wanted to save a lot of it.
So,
Yes.
what was it like to work with so many different producers? Because you work with a lot of them.
The thing is, the power of the internet, I like literally don't work with anybody. Like I record in my garage, like I mix and master and record myself. And so with YouTube, it's like a lot of producers put their beats on YouTube and just like whether it's a type beat or whatever, they try to emulate an artist or a producer style, or they just put their own beats on YouTube. I just kind of am really meticulous about which beats that I choose, and through that I just kind of spend a lot of time on the internet generally. So I like to find just kind of the best of what I can find because like I'm a really like picky person. When I listen to other people's music, I don't solely base it off of the beat, but like I do want the beat to sound refreshing. Like I'm always just looking for something new. So whether it's hip hop or, I rap over, Todd Edwards' 2000s UK house artist. You know what I'm saying? Whatever sounds new, sounds different, or what no one's doing, I want that. So I have like 5,000 beats in my folder, and I've only put out like less than 100 songs. So it's like that's how weedy I am through the beats and whatnot. So I try to work with like the producers that I feel are like kind of putting the most effort into trying to push the envelope with their sounds, and then things that just sound good because when you hear something new, it always sounds better.
Last December, you released a 23-track album.
Which it was like the biggest mistake ever.
Really? Why would you say that?
So one thing with my first album that I like super screwed up on, because I am still working on trying not to just like put out every single song that I make. Because like a lot of my songs are my babies, and even though I feel like sometimes they're not all the way there, like the concepts are there enough for it's worth to listen to, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But sometimes I have to limit myself and reserve myself to like the ones that really count, because I can't just put a lot of filler in there because I want to listen to it. I have to make it more concise and impactful. And so with the first album, I didn't record any of the videos before I put the album out, which was like terrible. And just like the promotion for the album was bad, and then I tried to do an album release party. Like I rented out an entire Airbnb and everything, and it went well. Like it was fine. Like we had like 50 people. It was sick. You know what I'm saying? Cool. But 23 songs is like a lot of music. That's you know right. What I mean? And so for an introduction, I guess, to myself, is dense enough to people be like, okay, this is his singing stuff. This is his screaming stuff. This is his rapidy rap stuff. But to be like, okay, I'm going to give my chance to this artist. The attention span for new stuff is so short, so I like kind of long-winded the process. And so yeah, that's something with the next album I'm trying to be super meticulous about. And so yeah, waiting for better mixing, you know what I'm saying, just being more patient with it, because I was just like, I need to get it out. I'm running out of time. I need to get my name out there. No one's going to recognize me. Just being emo like I usually do. And I remember, like, my mom told me when she found out I did music, she was just like, just don't let it be trash. And I was like, okay, so if I'm going to do music and my mom thinks my music is trash, like, I automatically lose and I don't want to do music anymore. And so I was just like, I have to be good. I have to be good. And I have to just, like, practice rapping, and I have to practice writing and blah, 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 blah. And I have to, do all this crazy stuff. And then when it started happening, it was, like, a lot less planned out than that. And so just things happen in life that just like made the album crazier than it needed to be. Just like me moving, you know what I'm saying? Like deaths around me, like crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. And just me growing as a person, like me right now at 21 is not me at 19 when I first started the album. And I record so often, like I try to record every day. I make like 5 songs a day, maybe. And so with all that music, like once I start recording so much, all the music I had already recorded becomes old to me, so I just wanted to get it out because it was too old. It was like, I recorded that 3 months ago. So I'm just like,
why do you record so much?
I have insomnia is the short answer to it. When I record, I'm just like, if I go into a session, I'm just like, I usually start anywhere between like 7 p.m. to like 10, and then I'm just like, I'm recording all night until like I get tired, and then I'll just stop at 4 or 5. And it's a bad habit. I don't want it to be like, I'm a workaholic and I'm out working everybody. Like, sometimes I feel that way, you know, but it's just like at the same time, I need to get sleep. I like don't eat. Like, a lot of the time, like, I forget to eat because I'm just recording. Like, I'm against my own clock, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I just try to do as much, and then it just helps me weed through the bad ideas, too.
Yeah, because you record so much, how do you determine what's top-notch material for you? How do you determine what goes into the bin?
If I remember it, because there's a lot of beats I listen to, there's a lot of things I record, like, that, you know, and like I said, I'm bad with names, so if I'll save a song, I'll just save that as like a one-word title that I'll remember. Like, there's a crap ton of songs I have just saved, just like poop and just like trash, 1, trash 2, like, you know, garbage 1, you know, just things like that. So if like I remember it, if I actually make a title for it, you know what I'm saying? If the beat, like I remember, like, the songs that really matter are on my phone, you know, so I can listen to them and when I'm out and about, so I can get the mixes and stuff for them right and just, you know, listen to them over and over again.
So you've kind of worked out some little personal formulas that work for you.
Ish, and that's what I'm saying. It's so chaotic, like I don't even want to address it as a formula. You know what I mean? It's just like whatever happens, happens. But I guess with the songs that I feel are cool, it's just like I feel the need to show people them, and then that's why I don't show people them. You know, I'm just like, okay, this is the one. I know this is gonna take over the world. Just wait. And yeah, so it's like that.
Yeah. It seems like your projects have been coming out more recently. Like it's getting faster, years and then months, and now something coming out this Friday, and I hear there's some other projects going on. Has something changed within the past few years? Have you just been getting more comfortable with your workflow?
I guess it's more, I guess the hourglass I was talking about is more a necessity for me to feel like I need to get my name out there. Mm-hmm. And just like, I guess you're right, I have developed, you know, processes that work for me, and, you know, I know, you know, different things about myself now. I know when I want to record, I know what my mixing sounds like for the most part. You know, for now, I know kind of what vision I have for how I want to present things. And now I just feel like I'm at a spot as an artist, and I guess as a person, to be able to feel like I'm ready to put myself out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because I do make my music for myself, you know, but I also make my music for people to enjoy. You know what I'm saying? Like, why would I put it up there if I didn't? And so I feel like, okay, I kind of have a solidified thing that I feel like is solidified for myself. So let me try to, I guess, solidify that, you know, on an outer reach. And so with the consistency of the projects this year, is just, honestly, I do want to centralize it around the album mostly, because that's kind of what it's building up towards, because I feel like my album is going to be like the really big piece that kind of opens a lot of eyes, hopefully. And so I guess that's my version of pacing it out and still being able to drop consistently the way I want to, but also giving space in between for people to get tired of the other songs and want new stuff.
Aside from putting out a bunch of stuff on SoundCloud, like you were talking about spacing things out, pacing, stuff like that, what are some other avenues you've taken to stand out amongst all the other rappers, hip-hop artists?
I feel like Seattle has a solidified sound to where we have multiple acts and artists in the scene that have that solidified sound down pat. My, I guess, mission outside of that is to be able to create more lanes for the outliers in those sounds. Just kind of like how other artists create lanes for more outliers for people to relate to. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Like in Seattle, I don't see a Pharrell. You know what I'm saying? In Seattle, I don't see a Janelle Monáe. You know what I'm saying? They're out there. You know what I'm saying? And that's my goal, to, you know, to connect everyone. You know what I'm saying? I want to connect the people that like are on top. You know, anybody that's like popping right now, and anyone that's doing their thing and making their name in Seattle. That's what I'm saying. Like I'm really proud for just anyone elevating the scene. But I want to connect, you know, all the avenues. So people that are at that top, and, you know, people that are talking about, you know, money are still helping the same people that are talking about, like, you know, trans rights. You know what I'm saying? I want to connect them all in a way to where we all benefit off of each other, and Seattle gets raised up as that platform. And not to be like the next New York or the next LA or the next Atlanta. Like, we don't want to be that. We want to be our entire separate entity. And we're like, this is who we are. I feel like within our community we have a solidified identity, but to like the greater, perspective, like no one knows what the fuck Seattle is or what we do or what we mean. Everyone just knows Rain and Starbucks and Limosi and Macklemore and Nirvana, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? And that's cool, but that's just not it. That's not all of it, I guess.
Would you care to do a little freestyle for us?
All my life I've been destined to get it. Niggas by my side, yeah, they rockin', they with it. Yes, I need it all, nigga, no, not a percentage. I'm breaking the barriers, pushing on my motherfucking limits. I practice like I play, this is not a scrimmage, no. My happiness gone, yeah, that shit diminished, though. But all these lies in my head, they got replenished, though. Might as well just stack until I'm finished, done. I'm the one making funds, yeah, it gets harder to trust anyone. Fuck a friend, no lone wolf until the end. Going farther till I can't. All this cash and time I spent, and my mind and body expense. Just a wander in the wind, just you wait until I'm up. I know you can't get enough. Hit a attraction with this action, plus a dash of harder luck. All the nights I just stayed up, they go pay it off when my pay come. Said the game got the main when young, when the time, cause I won't try my luck. Yeah, it's safe to say I don't trust you niggas. I only use you cause I love this shit up. It's safe to say I don't trust you niggas. You only want me for the fucking green strips. Hey.
This has been Seven Sky Spieles here on Dan's Tunes. This has been SoraCD. Check him out. CD SoraCD is the Instagram that you should be looking for. And we'll see you all in the next interview here on Dan's Tunes. I gotta say, your rings look awesome.
Thank you. All of these rings were gifts from my friends, my girlfriend, my roommates. Yeah, I want way more rings. I always wanted to wear rings growing up, but I was just like, I have really big fingers.
Just be decked.
Yeah, exactly. Really big fingers. Even then, they're all clunky and all that weird stuff, but I like them. They're really fun. They make me feel emo.